Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Tuesday, July the 26th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get in, and it is a free room. I share my screen all day long. You can come in as a guest. You don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas. I share my screen all day long, and I am live on the mic between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And if you'd like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, you can use this link, and the promo code is key, Key, 2, the number 2, drive, DRIVE. So it's key to drive, all in capital letters. And just to let you know that our normal price for the full package of Trade Ideas, that's our TI Pro plus TI Premium, $1,888. You will get it for $1,500, which works out to about $5 a day. So there you have it. So what a day. Extraordinary day again in the room. This one is, I still have it swinging from $4 and back here. Mark, that's about, well, it's 448, but that's okay. So this is a swing trade I've got from Friday actually. And you know, it worked well yesterday. I did sell some out at yesterday at 510 and 550. This morning woke up, it's up again. Sold some more at 627 in the pre-market. Held on through this little pullback through 6, and now, man, it's challenging 8 again. So I don't have obviously a whole lot left, but still enough that if it keeps going, this has just been a great swing trade for me. And you know, I don't often swing trade, but this has just been a wonderful swing trade for me. XCOM. Getting a little softer here. Again, I am in from yesterday at $1.16. So let me just put, it's $1.17, but so I'm in yesterday right at this level here. Bought it right here, a little bit of a downturn, and at the end of the day, it took a nice little pop up, and then a beautiful big pop up here. Now, I really should have sold some, because if you look at the daily, you're going to see that right about here, 180 is some pretty serious resistance. I did sell some at $1.40. This move down here, holding the rest, just see what happens with it. If you look at the daily, though, this could be the stumbling. This is going to be the stumbling block, in my opinion. See how, what day is this? This is on July the 22nd. You notice how it spiked high right up here, right into this resistance area. Yesterday, I'm sorry, this is yesterday. Today, look, it got close to that area, right to the bottom here. So this is going to be the real tough nut to crack. But if it does get through there, you know, we still have a little more resistance in this area, but I'm willing to hold on, especially now that I've sold some at 140, basically at least locked in some profit. Now, the star of the day for a lot of us in the room was this one, EXAS. And let me just get to the 15-minute chart. And this is why I suggest that people come into the trading room early. I usually open the screen, I usually start sharing my screen at about 8:45, but I usually open the room a little bit earlier than that, and that's when we start talking about the stocks that might be of interest to trade during the day. Now, of course, you know, when the market opens, we're also getting other ideas. But this is one that I really, I hate to use the term I pounded the table with, but I definitely pounded the table with this one. This is an earnings play, all right? So saw this in the pre-market. What is the date today? Yeah, I just want to make sure this is the pre-market right here. So it's an earnings play, release earnings, obviously earnings good. So this pink area here is what we're watching in the pre-market. And I noticed that it, is holding pretty well. This little downturn here wasn't that great, to be honest with you. But then just before the market opened, this happened. So it basically regained. And I took the trade at 1480, right there, actually, right on this line right there, right on the pre-market. Typically I don't trade that early, but I decided that it just looked too darn good. A lot of times I'll wait for the break of the whole number, but I just thought that this looked too good. It took a little bit of time to get through these are 15-minute candles. Took a little bit of time to get through the 15 mark, but once it did, it just was away to the races. So this just turned into a wonderful trade. If you look at the daily chart, this is what really influenced me also. You see, this is where it broke. I actually had an alert at 1424. So of course in the pre-market it broke through that. So look at this void it's got, and now this is where we are. But this is the void. So it's at the bottom of this void right now. But I'm not saying that it's going to get back up to $30. But I don't. But I'm usually in these sort of trades just for the day anyway. However, it's possible that I will take a look at maybe holding a little piece of this. I'm out of the trade right now completely, but this is what really influenced me to really pay close attention to it. Our earnings play popping through this area has this wonderful void that could potentially be filled. So that turned out to be just a great trade. These are the areas that I got out of the trade. Back this out a little bit. I left quite a bit on the table actually. So let's see, what were the areas? 1480. So I'm in at 1480. I took some out at 1539, at 1588, and at 1604. And I missed this big move up here. I know a lot of other people were taking this trade, and some actually took this trade. I was mentioning just before I started doing the video that it looked like it might be bouncing off 16, and I know some people took the trade for a quick scalp on it. So that is, my goodness. There are other trades that I got into. This was a very scary one. THST, another one of these low floaters. Got into the trade at 299, and then look at this. This is the candle that I got out on. Didn't make the high. Got out at 323 and 341, and when it broke down through, took a little loss on the last part of that THT. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend these sort of trades. When I got into it, it was only about 60,000 shares. But I thought it was a decent. How many shares are outstanding for this one? Let me just see. THST. I think that was what really influenced me also. Yeah, I mean 2.72 million shares. Again, one of these crazy low floaters. Hadn't seen it really before. Just took a took a bit of a gamble on taking it before it broke through the whole number and got really rewarded. All right. Well, listen, we're just having a lot of fun in the room. Again, you don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas. Obviously, at some point, we'd love to see you take out a subscription because you should want to be able to do all these sort of things by yourself. And by that, I don't mean that you don't you take the product and then you don't come back into the room, because we're all wonderfully supportive in the room. We have a lot of different eyes watching stocks, so we've got some great ideas generated in the room. But I think to become a better trader, you shouldn't be relying on me or anybody else trying to make calls for you. You should be learning how to do this on your own. But I do understand, it takes maybe a little bit of time. So keep coming back into the room and learn how we use the product, how we use Trade Ideas, and eventually, hopefully, you'll become comfortable enough. You'll see that just based on what I do all day long, I mean, I think that is really, really excellent support. You can ask me questions. We have the 4 webinars weekly, and anytime you see a window. Once you become a subscriber, anytime you see one of my windows and you think, can I have that one? Of course, I don't mind sharing any of the windows that you see that I share. So we do not leave you out in the lurch once you become a member. So I think that's just very important that you know that. All right, thanks a lot for listening. Itching to get back into the room to see what else is going on today. And again, opening up the room at about 8:45. I suggest, if you can, show up at 8:45, because that's where we found Exas today, EXAS, and it turned out to be just a fabulous trade for a lot of people in the room. Okay, thanks for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.